Hello, magandang araw. Pagpapatuloy natin yung pinag-uusapan natin sa pagkuha ng mga resultant ng mga forces in its direction. So this time, we will represent vectors using rectangular components. Actually, ito yung sanay kayo. No? Na ginagawa natin is a scalar format. No? We get the components of the force in two-dimensional form and we get the resultant using the conventional pagkuha ng square root ng x components, okay, and y components. But this time, we will do the other solution in terms of vector notation forms. So let's proceed with the lecture. In two-dimensional system, familiar sa inyo yung x and y axis, no? And there's a force, diagonal, na kapag kinuha natin yung rectangular coordinates or rectangular components rather is fx and fy. Diba po? So, that is in a scalar. No? Fx is scalar, fy is scalar. No? But if in the sense that direction is needed, so fx going to the right in x axis. Fy is going up in in y axis. So, kapag sinulat natin siya in vector form, ginagamitan na natin to nung tinatawag nating unit vectors. Yan, unit vectors. The unit vector is dimensionless na may magnitude ng 1. Dimensionless. So, it represents also direction. Like, si I is going to the x direction. J is going to the y direction. And K, familiar kayo doon, di ba? Yung K hat is going to the z direction if it is in 3-dimensional. Now, and since these are positive components as vectors po, scalars fx and fy can be rewritten as this and apply the unit vector to become Cartesian vector. So, ito pong f na naka-bold type is equal to the fx scalar fx times unit vector I plus fy unit vector j. This is all called the Cartesian vector form. Okay? So, gets na natin yan. Ngayon, we can also do this in kahit ilang forces. Ano po? Sa ganitong anyo. So, how to write the vectors, the resultant vectors, and its component. So, F1, we will, if we are tasked to get the Cartesian vector form of F1, so ito siya. Okay? So, i-resolve lang natin sa components, yung F1. Ito yung F1. Yan, F1. So, F1x, scalar yan. F1y, scalar yan. So, pag nilagay natin ng I and j, magiging vector na siya. So, ganun din yung sense sa F2. Tandaan lang natin, no? Susundan natin yung direction niya. And alam nyo naman na kapag first quadrant, positive x, positive y. Second quadrant, positive y, negative x. Third quadrant, negative x, negative y. And last quadrant, positive x, negative y. So, these are the patterns. Yeah. So, see, we have a Cartesian vector form for F1, F2, and F3. Okay? So, let's proceed with the vector resultant. Paano nga ba natin kinukuha yung vector resultant pala? So, ang kagandahan kasi sa vector notation forms is nare-represent siya ng organized. Okay? So, kala natin mahirap to pero madali lang siya. Basta sundan lang natin yung pattern. So, FR represents the resultant. Pwede rin naman natin isulat yung R, no? So, this is the vector addition. Diba po? F1 plus F2 plus F3. Tandaan natin ha, vectors na sila. Tapos, ito yung mga values ng mga yan. So, we can simply substitute. Okay? So, yan. Mukha lang magulong tingnan. Pero, sinubstitute lang natin yan. And, to organize, pagsamasamahin natin lahat ng nasa I direction and sa J direction. Carry the sign. po. Vary the signs. So, dahil vector addition nga po ito, okay, yan, vector additions po ito. So, yan, simply add. And, kunin natin yung resulta. Yan. So, pag pinagsama-sama na natin yung lahat ng x component ng mga forces na yan is the resultant x component or x component of the resultant and the y component of the resultant. And later on, using scalar method, di ba? Okay, kinukuha natin yan. Tapos, ini-square root din natin to. Yan. Square root frx squared plus fry squared. Yun, ganun. So, we do the scalar solution. So, parang nadodoble nga, di ba? Parang nagkakaroon ka nga ng ganitong arrangement before you do the scalar or the conventional scalar method. No? You will appreciate the vectors solution na po if we are in the three-dimensional system. Ganun. So, ganyan po. So, we have also, okay, in scalar form yun nga, yung pagkuha nga ng resultant is using this Pythagorean concept. And the direction of the resultant is familiarized na ginagamit natin yung arctangent, the vertical component over the horizontal component. So, it shows the direction of a rectangular, okay, or parallelogram way na po. So, kaya na-invento or na-formulate si arctan kasi nga opposite over adjacent po. So, yan. Let's try an example para mapakita ko sa inyo paano natin sinusolve yung ganong concept. So, we are tasked to get the x and y components of the force F1 and F2. And pansinin natin na it is in the concurrent force system, coplanar also. And dito sa F1 is given na naka-angle siya. Sa F2 naman is naka-slope. So, siguro nung physics nyo, okay, na-encounter nyo na yung treat sa mga ganito pong direction. It's just getting the hypotenuse of the small triangle na ang rise is 5, run is 12. So, we have 5 squared plus 12 squared, square root, we have 13. Okay? So, as we express that into y and x component, we also task to express each forces in a Cartesian vector form. Yung ginawa natin kanina, no? Yung ginawa natin kanina dito. Yan, i-express natin siya ng ganito. So, let's try to get first the components using the scalar notation. So, gawin natin mabilis. So, alam niyo na to. So, get the x component of the F1 and that is opposite over hypotenuse. So, ibig sabihin, we can do 200 sine 30 and we get negative kasi going to the negative x direction siya. So, we can also rewrite that as 100 Newton going to the left. So, ito yung talagang pwede nating i-sagot. Yan. Kailangan may direction. Okay? So, F1y is going up. And in the sense of this angle, adjacent naman siya. Yung F1y is adjacent to the angle. So, we have 200 cosine 30. We have 173 newtons going up. Tapos na po. Yan yung components ng F1. Now, we get F2. So, the x component of F2 is obviously going to the right. So, we expect that to be positive. And ang method na ginagawa natin dito kapag may slope, we can do the similar triangles. So, tandaan nyo na yung force F2 ay may rectangular component. So, ibig sabihin, it will also form a triangle, right triangle, that is similar to this small triangle. So, in the same sense, pwede tayo kuha ng F2x, makukuha natin F2x, which is similar to 12. Kaya, F2x is equal to 12. Yan. And, yung F2 na hypotenuse is similar to 13, which is given kasi yung hypotenuse. So, ganyan yung ginagawa natin. And then we do the, ano tawag dito? Cross multiplication. Yan. O, di ba? Dali lang yan. So, ilagay nyo na going to the right siya. Okay? And we do the same manner sa F2y. So, like this. Cross multiply, and we have this. So, 100 newtons. Alam nyo naman na pababa siya talaga because of the direction of the force on the fourth quadrant. So, pababa. Okay? Tapos na tayo sa pagkuha ng x and y components ng F1 and F2. That is your scalar notation. Diyan kayo pamilyar. Tama po. Tapos pag pinakuha pa sa inyo is resultant of F1 and F2. Okay, ang gagawin nyo na lang is square root of ganun, di ba? Yan, lahat ng x components and y components. And pag pinakuha pa sa inyo yung direction from positive x-axis, okay, yun. Gagawin nyo na yung arctangent. So, nung pinag-aralan natin last time, we do solutions using parallelogram law. Diba? Triangle force. So, this is another way. Diba? So, yan. Nakikita natin yung mga different ways. Now, hindi naman resultant yung pinapahanap dito. So, Cartesian vector form muna. Isulat natin siya in Cartesian vector form. Yan. So, ganito po. I-apuli natin to. So, since ginawa na natin yung F1x, actually ito yun, we have 100. But, we will also write its real sign or direction. Negative naman talaga siya. So, isusulat natin siya ng negative 100. Tapos, yung F1y is 173. So, isulat nyo lang siya dyan. Yung ganyan. Okay? So, sa ganitong form natin, isusulat. That's the answer. Okay? So, lagay din natin yung Newton, ha? Ibig sabihin yung ating unit of measurement. Yan. Finally, we have F2. Yan. So, dalawang direction lang naman tayo, A and J. So, we have positive 240. And sa F2y is negative 100. Yun. So, kagandahan again ng vector notation, nasusulat natin siya on an unorganized form. So, if we are tasked to get the resultant using the vector notation, gagawin mo pa rin yung sa scalar, yung square root of, yan, negative 100 plus 240, di ba po? Squared, yun po. So, I mean, you will add pala, no? You will add algebraically yung negative 100 plus 240. Yan, I, and then. So, sa next example, matutuloy natin yan. Makikita natin yan. So far, ito po yung ating part 1. So, let's proceed with the next one.
Let's go! Let the music play. It's time to celebrate.